Hey people, what's up? How are y'all doing? So a few of you are asking me how I made my user interface. Well, I'm going to show you in this video. You're essentially going to go from this to this. It's very lightweight. I suppose the first thing you can do is go to your options menu. You can either click on this button up here or click the escape key. Under load layout, go ahead and select RS3 default. Now you're going to want to unlock all of these interfaces. So you can move stuff around. So click on this lock button up here on the ribbon, unlock it. And what you're going to want to do now is close every single interface. You can do so by clicking on this X button on every interface. So just close all this stuff. We're going to deal with all this later. Now what you're going to do is you're going to want to find a spot for your minimap. But before you do that, quickly drag this ribbon up here and place it in the middle of the screen. Same thing with this left ribbon. Just drag it, put it in the middle of the screen. Now you can use all of this air quote white space to find a spot for your minimap. So just take your minimap, place it in one of the corners. Maybe you want it somewhere in the middle next to your character. I don't know. Find the perfect spot for it. For me, I like it in the top right. Now choose your size. I like a small one. Now you have a choice to do this next step now, or if you want to save it for later. Go ahead and grab the clock, place it wherever you want. You can place it on the top left corner, or you can place it next to the minimap, the bottom right, or the bottom left, or in the middle. I don't know, whatever you want. I want to place it under the minimap. Do the same thing with the Slayer counter. I'm going to place it next to the minimap. Now we're going to start setting up the main ribbon. So grab one of the sides of the ribbon and just pull it. You're going to want to make this interface ribbon as long as the combat ribbon. So move the ribbon over to one of the sides of the combat ribbon and just adjust the size until they both match. Now you're going to have to eyeball this next step. Try and place it in the center bottom of your monitor. It doesn't even have to be the center. You can place it wherever you want. At the top, on the left, on the right. The choice is yours, so find a spot for it. So once you find the spot for your interface ribbon, go ahead and grab the combat ribbon and place it wherever you want to. I'm going to place this right over the interface ribbon. Now we're going to set up the buttons. Go ahead and click on the switch layout button. It's going to be on the bottom right. Click on it once and then click on the gear icon to open the ribbon setup. On the top of this setup window, you have two sub windows, one for management windows and one for action windows. Think of the management windows as containers. Each one of these houses multiple action windows when you hover your mouse over them. But we don't want containers because that's too messy. So to add one of these action windows over to your interface ribbon, just click on it. Once you have all the action windows you want down here, you can click and hold and put them wherever you want. I already have my desired action windows placed where I want them to be placed, so I'm not going to do that. Once you're done, go ahead and close this menu, and you should see all the action window buttons you chose down here in the ribbon now. Now the choice is yours on the thickness of this interface ribbon. Click on the top edge and drag until you're satisfied. I think this one is a good size for me. And there you go. Your minimap and your ribbons are placed for a minimal look. Now we can deal with the windows. If you don't want to follow these window options, you can stop watching here and go ahead and customize your own window layouts. But if you want to have my window layouts, go ahead and keep watching. So me personally, after playing Elder Scrolls Online, I like having my interface windows open next to my character. I think it works really well with RuneScape because you can still interact with the game world. So let's begin where I usually have my inventory window open. I always have my inventory window open to the right of my character. Not too close, but not too far either. We gotta find the sweet spot somewhere in between. Maybe right here. Since we don't want to clutter the view of the game, let's try and make this as small as possible. I usually go up to here. This is a miscellaneous option. If you want your inventory squares to look like this, go to the options menu, click on settings, go under the gameplay tab, and then under general. Press on the inventory button, and here you can customize how many columns you want in the interface window. So if you want 2, you can set 2, and this is what your backpack will look like. If you want none, then your backpack will look like this with this window size. Honestly, this is not very appealing. I personally think that 4 is the sweet spot for this. Everything is nice and compact. Now let's deal with the rest of the essential windows. I find stacking other interface windows over the backpack is just too much of a hassle. When I had my skills interface window open on the same spot as the backpack, sometimes I would open the skills interface window during combat, or when I was doing some activity where I had to do stuff in the inventory, I would get really annoyed because I couldn't access the stuff right away. So my inventory spot is usually always on its own. I place every other window, besides the backpack window, on the left side of my character. I try to make sure that they're both evenly spaced. I think this is a good spot. Go ahead and make the window as large as you want. You're going to have to adjust the window size later if one of the windows you placed on top of it doesn't show all the content of it. So just keep that in mind. So these are the 2 spots where I put every single one of these action windows. Oh my lord, what is that? I have the backpack interface window on its own over here, and every single one of these action windows over on this side. All but the achievement tracker window. I usually place this one next to the backpack and make it a little bit bigger so I can see all the stuff in it. And the all chat window, which I usually keep on the bottom left. So go ahead and place every single action window on the left side if you wish. I will do so right now, and then I'll explain to you the last part. Once you've placed all the action windows where you want them to be, go ahead and close them all, and you can do this last optional option. Press the escape key and go to settings. In the settings menu, go under controls. I have every single one of my action windows keybind to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. You can do the same if you want, or bind them all to different keys. The choice is yours. I use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 because I have a Razer Naga, and I have all those number keys on my mouse itself. So that means I can easily open whatever interface I want with my hand. So once you're done setting up your game window interfaces, before you press the lock button, hit the escape key. In the options menu, click on edit layout mode. Click on advanced, and make sure you have all the essential windows in this list placed in a good spot in relation to your action windows. Once you're done, click on save layout, and choose one of the numbers offered in this list. And that is it, people. That is how you get my minimalistic layout. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.